is live.
Okay, can you all hear me now? Okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Are you coming in, Golden? And can you hear me, Michael? I can't hear you. All right, let's add you to the stage. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing.
I guess like that.
Yeah.
Well,
How you doing?
No religion. So we'll get rid of the Archangel Michael.
You can come as you are, mate. Come as you are. Is that music too loud that I've got playing?
I can hear it a little bit.
Okay. Just a bit of background music.
Yep.
You know, I'll turn it down a little bit. I'll put on 12. All right, where's Golden? What's going on, Golden? Hey, you coming in? All right, she's coming in. Thank you for coming, Michael.
That's all right.
Yeah, well, you know, we've all been chatting in the chats and not really getting anywhere where we want to be. So
Well, I mean, I've got a bit of an echo happening here.
You've got an echo. All right, let me try and fix that. Let me try and fix the echoes on. I'm echoing to you.
No, it's my side. I can hear my voice. It's probably the time delay.
It could be. Is it echo?
It's probably the time delay.
Have you got an echo now?
No, that's all good now. Yeah.
I think I fixed it. All right. Okay. We'll wait for Golden to come in, but so I've got a little like a memory lane trip to go down, just to bring the viewers up to speed with what this is all about. We know what it's about, but we'll just do a little revisit of it, and I'm curious to see if when I show you what I'm going to show you, if you might view it a little differently, and whoever views this views it a little differently than how I've seen it presented before.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like the whole issue with Mike. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it was when you watch it, because I captured it, sort of everything and condensed it. When you watch it all together, I'm very curious as to how you might see it when you watch it.
Okay.
I don't know if you watched it, his original one.
Like Mike's, old Mike's.
Yeah.
Funny thing is, I only ever seen a little bit of a snippet. I didn't get to see back, and
okay,
I probably went off on a tangent before I actually got hold of all the information. So yeah, there's a lot of it's my fault as well. I know that.
No, that's okay.
But you know how it is to get caught up in the fanfare.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Oh yeah, for sure. But you know, I've got a unique way of putting a video together, and I guess observing what I watch as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess I observe the way that I do. I don't know. It's just what I do. I'm just very observant.
That's the way you see things, Nick. That's as simple as that. So.
Yeah, and everyone's got a different perspective, and there's nothing wrong with that. As long as we can all understand sort of what's going on. I'm just trying to find Golden. She said she's backstage here. Why can't I see her? What's happening here? Is there no room? All right. I don't know why I can't see her. All right, I'm just going to add this video to the stage and delete something else, and
really interesting.
Oh, we don't want to start there. We'll start here, and I'll try and find Golden. Golden, where are you? Where on earth are you? Are you sure you're backstage? I can't see. Oh, there you are. Hello. Hello.
Hey y'all, what's going on?
There you go.
We're all here.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. Hey Michael, hey Nick.
Hey Golden.
There you go.
Oh, the day has come. We're all here. We're all here together.
Well, that's it.
This'll be
yeah,
fun. Yeah. We all can talk. That's the best way to handle things, Just talk it out, talk it through.
Yeah, that's right. And I'm so sorry, Golden. It's very late, your end. It was very hard to coordinate all of these times. We're all in different time zones. Even Michael and I are.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's like 1 a.m. here. 1 a.m. Eastern time.
Oh, that's right. At least at least it's not 3 a.m. You're a bit of a night owl.
I'm usually up late anyway, so it's cool.
Yeah, you'll be right. You'll be right.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, thank you for joining us. So I've got a little bit of a memory lane video here. It goes for about 13 minutes. And it just brings everyone up to speed, people watching, you know, as to why we're here. And after we watch it, I mean, I didn't put everything in it, otherwise I'd never get it finished. But so I'm not. If you're okay with it, I'll just get it started.
Your show, Nick. You're running it, mate.
Oh well, I don't know what I'm doing, Michael, but I'm giving it a good hand.
As long as we're getting around to apologise to each other, I think that'll be all right, pretty much, really.
Oh yeah, we'll get there. We'll and I'll try not to keep you too long. I know you got to go and.
No, that's all right. Yeah. You run it how you have to run it, girl.
Alrighty, all right. I'll just chuck this little copyright disclaimer up, and then we'll
07 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational or personal use tips the balance in favour of fair use. Fair use, fair use.
Alrighty. Yeah. Okay, what is this all about? Let's go.
Interesting in a bad sense. I'm not meaning that in a good sense.
Why is this stopping? Start again. Let's go. There we go.
Really, really, really interesting in a bad sense. I'm not meaning that in a good sense. Thank you, Archangel. Thank you, Archangel. Make it rain, make it rain.
And trigger warning for anyone that we will be triggered by anything they're going to see. I mean, you two. I know that, you know.
That's all right, Nick. We've got to do it anyway.
Yeah, all right. We'll just bite the bullet, eh? We'll get it done. All right, let's go.
Magic just put a short up about him. It's very funny. Actually, it turns more troll as it goes. We'd love to be able to put a link in the chat for my child, but I must ask you first. Oh yeah, of course, Archangel. Put your link in the chat. Put your link in the chat. So yes, everyone, please don't forget to make it rain, make it rain. Oh, thank you, Christine. Yeah, make it rain, make it rain. Yeah, this is going to be for my therapy from dealing with so many trolls and so many lies at the same freaking time. This is so annoying. So yes. Now, another thing that I saw recently that we need to talk about is Golden Queen. So Golden Queen did a video. I don't know if it's done or if it's not done yet. Let me check it out. Yeah, she's still live. So Golden Queen is doing a video right now on her account named Didi Fox called PSA Addressing Uncle Mike Inappropriate Behavior Towards Women, Part 1. So let me show it to everyone. Like I said, I am not an idiot. So give me 1 second. So yeah. So yeah, Tahir, if you want to let Uncle Mike know so that he can come in and look at what we're talking about and just talk about it too. So I'm just waiting for it to come. Yeah, it's here. So can you see it? Thank you, Marsha. Make it rain, make it rain. So yeah, her Didi Fox, that's her. You see her icon here. So it's her talking. And yeah, there's some name that we recognize here, like Didi Fox. Yeah, of course, Darez, Nick's Mountain. You know, people we know. And it's called PSA, Addressing Uncle Mike Inappropriate Behavior Towards Women, Point 1. So, who is surprised that Golden Queen is doing that type of video. So yeah, she's doing a PSA addressing Uncle Mike inappropriate behavior towards women, point 1, because of course point 1, point 2, point 3, point 4, point 5, point 6, point 7, point 8, point 9, point 10, point... So yes, moral of the story. Yeah, so that video is from Golden Queen. We can see her. Why is my computer being annoying? Come on. Okay. Yes, please. Thank you, everyone. Archangel, yeah, make it rain, make it rain. And yes.
More trauma. More trauma.
Hit those like, please, people. Make it rain and hit those like. It's important to like the video to push it into the algorithm. You all know that YouTube doesn't like me all that much. Yeah, it's Golden Queen. You can see her icon here. Maybe if I put it bigger, people will see it better.
Yeah, hit the like on my live, please. That'd be nice. Thank you.
What the fuck? That's not helping me at all. So yeah, she's here. Yes, Golden Queen. DD Fox is the mother of Golden Queen. So I think her account was yeah. So she's the one doing that beautiful video about Uncle Mike inappropriate behavior towards women. So let's be clear. Uncle Mike appreciates women's beauty. Uncle Mike will say to a woman that she's beautiful. Uncle Mike is not inappropriate towards women. As a woman, I should know. As a woman, Uncle Mike found pretty at the beginning and was saying that he liked my accent, he liked my face. Uncle Mike is not he never was inappropriate with me out of the YouTube. He was not inappropriate with me in YouTube. Saying to someone that they're good looking and that they have a nice voice is not supposed to be considered like that. It's not supposed to be so fucked up that you need to do a video with point 1. Nobody.
Now, this is where perspective is everything, and everyone reacts differently to what Maggie just said.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Has actually been in contact with Uncle Mike. He's doing videos about Uncle Mike saying that he's inappropriate towards women. Let's be clear, Golden Queen and Uncle Mike have never been in contact with one another. Like never. Uncle Mike saw her for the first time when he reacted to a video about me, with me and Jack, and he saw her because she was on the panel, and he said that she was pretty and that she had a beautiful voice.
But as we'll see soon, it wasn't just that. It was when you see the cavalcade of words that were just for Golden, you might be shocked, Michael. But like I said, I'm interested to know how you feel when you see it. Okay.
All right. Yeah, no, you're right.
So, like I said, being complimentary is that inappropriate behavior towards women when the woman is not even there to witness said compliment? Because it's not like, can I chime in? Yeah, of course. Send in the West. I send you the link. Please come up. Please come up.
What did Maggie just do? She just tidied herself up just then. Anyway.
Exactly. He flirts, but like in a normal way, not in a crazy way. Like I said, I'm just like, okay, girl, if that is your amusement, who am I to tell you no, right?
Oh. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Watch this. Let me show y'all the bad case of exacts. This is exactly when Jaguar's about to let loose. And Golden Queen, AJ, I got to come to your channel, pretty girl.
Smart,
who said that? Watch this, watch this. Here we go. See, ain't no hiding with Uncle Mike. I'm going to tell you a spade is a spade. That's right, I said it. Shoot. And girlfriend Golden Queen H. Hey, how you doing? Found me an internet girlfriend. Oh, who said that? Let's continue.
Ariel, all you had to do was call Danny.
Hey, cutie.
Call Danny Sheree. That's all you had to do. You could have called her. She gets police records like that.
Sure does.
She could have pulled my jail record.
Could have.
Why you want to go out on a limb? I already hear that your law practicing ain't practicing. For real.
So you better listen to it. And Jaguar, you put your hand on the Bible and tell the truth. Not no made up stories. Just tell the truth. And put him in jail. Hey, cutie, Golden, you okay, dear? Queen H, you okay? All righty. I'm coming to your channel, baby.
Yes.
Look at this. Look, she's saying, yeah,
Now
I'm
look
okay.
at what y'all did. Y'all let them use Jag
I got to say Queen. I'm waiting
for
for
something
Queen
that
to
couldn't have
talk.
never happened.
Damn all this. I want to
That's
say. I
crazy.
want to hear her voice.
Fake news. I don't care how horny you get.
Come back,
Don't
Golden
do it.
Queen.
Plastic.
So that's
which
Hey,
is why I
hey,
gotta
Queen.
sue Ariel.
Golden Queen, how you doing?
I gotta sue Ariel because as long
She cute.
as Ashley a chance to salvage her case.
Not bad.
Exactly.
So let's stick a couple of these lies in. Some of these lies in here. Oh, my bad. I should wink my eye because Miss Golden might think I'm winking at her, which I am. Hey, Golden, how you doing? Here we go. Let's go.
Paddington Bear thing. Because on certain people, Burberry makes them look like Paddington Bear. Am I wrong?
Go ahead, girl.
That's the same shit that Paddington be
You
wearing.
just took it back. You just took it back, Jag.
God damn.
Bear.
Not Paddington. What a Paddington.
That Burberry stick, man. She's so proud.
Yeah, that's you know, that's
See, look at it.
Imagine five too, boy. It's a,
Like she should have
Hey.
used the Fenty. She should have used the Fenty and went dark on the foundation.
man, I could watch this video all day, man. 4 beautiful women. Good God Almighty, man. 4 of them. I like the personality of all 4 beautiful women. Except for Golden Queen. She ain't said that yet. Come on, Golden. Uncle Mike waiting. Oh, let's go.
Exactly.
I just don't think that was her intent. So again, it makes me side-eye and question, how are these Jane Does and John?
Wait a minute. Hold up. Golden Queen is speaking. Okay, beautiful. Let me hear what you got to say, baby. I've been waiting all day. Here we go. Here we go.
You know it's gotta be bad when that nigga gotta troll himself and fail.
Okay, here we go.
Lord help
Now
us.
your hoes is failing, your trolls is failing, your lives is failing.
Your hoes
just
is trailing, your
failure.
trolls is failing.
Yep.
I guess that's what your daddy said when he left you and your mama. I see.
Damn.
I just don't think that was her intent. So again, it makes me side-eye and question, how are these Jane Does and John Does that are characters now given names and identities? I don't think that was Ashley's intention to even, I don't know if Ashley even had enough time to even realize who the Jane Does and John Does were. I trust you, Jag. I'm gonna close my eyes. I trust you. Okay, what we doing?
Oh my God.
I want you to think about Ashley's story.
No, I'm not playing. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about Ashley.
Think about Ashley's story.
Why the hell you can't close your eyes? It's a camera you sitting in front of. Why the hell you can't? I'ma close my eyes, Jaguar. I'ma trust you. If you close your eyes, you think Jaguar and the rest of the crew gonna come beat your ass or something? Come on, Queenie. I had big hopes for you, and I still do, baby. I done sent you 2 comments. I don't know how to get in touch with you. I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna get in touch with her. Close your eyes, girl. Just close. Look how long it take you to close your eyes. You're just being recorded. Just close your goddamn cotton picking eyes. Shit.
I know you love your son. I know you love your mother. I know y'all are a tight-knit family.
Tight knit family. Watch this.
I want you to do me a favor. I want
Do me
you
a
to close
favor.
your eyes.
Do me a favor. Close
Right
your
now.
eyes. Close your eyes. Boom. They close. Boom. They close.
Just close your
I trust you, Jag.
Fuck that. She keep holding them. Fuck that. This might be a trick. I ain't closing my eyes. Come on, man. Close your damn eyes,
I want
girl.
you to do me a favor. I want you to close your eyes.
You in your
Right
house. Close your eyes. Close them. Close them.
Just close your
I trust you, Jag. I'm
I
close
trust you,
my
Jag.
eyes. I trust
That's a lie. You don't
okay,
trust
what we
them.
doing?
That's a lie. That's why you said it. What are we doing?
I want you to think about Ashley's
Open them
story.
again. Open still.
No,
Open.
I'm not
Peep
playing.
it.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking
Close
about Ashley.
Close
Think
your
about
eyes.
Ashley's story.
Close your eyes. Watch you open them again.
Imagine
Close.
that's your mom.
There you go.
Right.
Keep your eyes closed.
Right.
Imagine
You're on
that's your
camera. Keep your
child.
eyes closed.
Imagine that's you. How would you want people to talk about
Fuck,
one of the
man.
most embarrassing, terrifying moments of your life? How would you want people to talk about that?
Right. Right.
See, you are Ashley. And Ashley is you.
Eyes open
Because
already.
if we don't stop what happened to Ashley from happening again, it could very well happen to you next.
Man, should have had them
We
pretty eyes
have
closed the whole
to
time.
protect
I would have
the
fell the fuck
dignity
asleep.
of our survivors.
Amen. Shit, if you'd have told me to close my eyes, tell me to close my eyes, I'm going to fucking sleep on your ass. Close your eyes. I'll be over this motherfucker asleep listening. I wish I could have my eyes closed while I'm over here. I'm studying this shit, man. That's what I'm doing. I'm studying it.
To Ashley from happening again.
I wish I
very
could
well
close my
happen
eyes
to
while I
you
study
next.
it. Then I wouldn't see her fine self, Miss Golden Queen H.
We have to protect the dignity.
Come on, beautiful, don't cry. Shit.
I'm glad you cried because
She gone. Bye, Jag. Have a nice day. Golden Queen H.
I don't know, but I lose my reception.
She like, Go,
Yeah,
Jag,
I think
go.
she said because where she's at is going in and out.
Yeah,
so
go
it's
ahead.
kind of breaking up on my end.
Tag it. Let's go.
She said they're traveling right now. So
H Queen, you a beautiful girl. Good God Almighty, baby. You know Uncle Mike.
Jag, you still there?
Nope, Jag gone. See y'all. Bye. No, man. Jag was giving her some great 411 at the end, and Golden Queen H, you are so beautiful. You just doing everything wrong. You're trying too hard. You're trying to be like them. I was saying I was not gonna talk about that beautiful girl. Girl, you fine. You can have more subscribers than all of us. And I do mean all of us, including me. But you're trying to do what you see other people doing. Instead of just being yourself and let me talk to you about some certain things. I'm so glad that you actually want to do YouTube and want to speak the truth on this stuff. You are in the right place, but you're doing so many little small mistakes for no reason.
Yeah, he's not the only one. So,
Well,
what are you?
The whole new perspective, definitely.
Yeah, and look, we're not here to tear into Mike. This is more between you and Golden, and to some degree, I guess we have to bring your perspective in now that you've seen that. To maybe understand it a little bit more, because it was more than just saying it once. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand that. I can see that now. And like you said, it's not an attack against old Mike, but from a man's point of view, he was obviously taken back by Golden's, the way she looks. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been so good and carried on the way he was. Maybe he should have thought before he started rattling off like that. That's
Absolutely.
his problem. I can't speak up for him. And I was on, well, maybe not everyone's fault. I'm not going to blame anyone, but maybe a bit of wood was chucked on my fire to start being angry and directing that way, because that was the climate at the time.
Yeah,
Sort of deal. Everyone was going cutthroat, so.
And I think that was done on purpose, somehow, and it was because. Well, I just want to explain the way. So the way I like to present things is to like what we just watched. I didn't do anything. I just put the words up that he was saying. I just put them all over the screen, so that you could see how many things were being said.
Now that I see like
from
that point of view, I can see from Golden's point of view how she would have felt and offended like that, because that was a little bit too much, I'd have to say.
It was a little over the top, and I think that whole live went for about maybe it was over an hour. So for me to capture about 30 or whatever it was, 10 minutes worth of just words on Golden. Yeah, and when I watched it myself, I was shocked. I was
Get a bit more clarity.
I was like,
you can understand why there's been that reaction. Now I can actually understand it.
Well, that's great to hear. That's what we're here for. Now, Golden, she reacted to it as she had every right to, on her own channel, and she put a video together, and her emotions were very high, as you can imagine, when she did it. I think, and I don't want to speak for Golden, she can speak for herself, but you know, and I think she's already said that she went a little overboard with a couple of the videos that she threw in there on top of that
We all did, I
when
think.
she went live that day.
We all did, I think. I think it's got a little bit to do with this YouTube.
Yes.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
not so there's a few factors involved. You know what I mean? And YouTube's given people the sense that you can get away with stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're being brought to account, and then you got people not agreeing. It's a shit sandwich, really, sometimes.
It is. I'll give you the floor in a second, Golden. Now, you had a pretty fiery response to, the fallout between.
Yeah, I can't really justify that. I know it was violent. I know it scared the shit out of you. I know that.
Yeah.
And I truly do apologise. But that's not the type of person I am. That was just sort of a shock value to bring everyone to attention, sort of deal. It's not something I actually do.
Would you liken your reaction to Golden's reaction when she made her video?
My reaction
Her
to her reaction.
Yeah, you know how Golden went live after she watched Mike. Would you put it in the same category? You know how you went live and with your tomahawk and Golden went live.
Not as vicious as I was.
No,
that's a given, right? But
it's
maybe a little bit too much. It could really we should have just put this to bed bloody weeks ago. To tell you the truth.
Yeah.
It's good that we've had this time to actually have a bit of a think.
Yeah.
Because rushing into things, you're always gonna have this problem. You're gonna have we're not putting one key factor into it. There's one person that's in the middle of all this, and she likes chucking wood on people's fire.
Well, we know who you're talking. We know who you're talking about, but we're not here to talk about her either. But
she played both ends of the stick herself.
Oh
like you said, watching her getting memories. Well, look how much I supported her. Only to be bloody stabbed clean in the back for bugger all. So.
Yeah, that's right. You and Auntie Lee. I used to be a mod for her as well.
Okay, fair enough. No,
did you know that?
Now look at it. She's nothing but petty and bitter.
Yeah. Did you know that I was a mod of hers?
Yes, I'm sure. That's why I couldn't. I'm pretty sure I seen you as a mod, and then you weren't a mod, and so I couldn't work out what was going on there. And then you went incognito for a while, and I didn't know what was going on with you there for a nick. You just went bloody AWOL for a while. Now I found out what you've been doing, so I got a bit more idea where you've been circling around.
But I was worried. So I went AWOL after Maggie showed Golden's live stream up on her channel.
Yeah,
and
I noticed that.
And I didn't like, and she named me and there's something about Mary, who's my mod here. And my friend. So that made me feel very uncomfortable. I didn't like that. That's why I thought no, the kitchen's too hot. I don't like this. So I just had a little break, which was mentally good.
Well, it's like when she had me up on her live. She had me up on there for 10 minutes. I had my piece. I said, well, why don't you just snap it off like a turd, basically, and just put it to bed and be done with it. Because I didn't want to keep continuing on and on and on and on, she just cut me off. And, you got to watch that one. She said, I've got a problem here that you watch his hands. She's the one cutting me off. She's the one bloody fucking around with the bloody transmission and that. You got to watch that. Go back through all her lives and see every time something goes wrong, that's her messing around. There's something wrong with her head. There's something wrong with her head.
Well,
I'm serious. There's something wrong. Someone needs to be like, if she's got a good friend that's close at hand, that friend needs to stick with her. She's going to burn all herself eventually. She keeps stabbing everyone in the back the way she does. And I'm actually a little bit worried about her, regardless which way she's gone with things. Okay? Yeah. Because that's someone who I clearly see has got something going on in the head that's not right.
Well, we're none of us are psychology experts, so we'll leave that one.
To go to switch around like that, there's something going on. So, I just feel sorry for the lady because she's got to be so bitter now.
Well,
for no reason.
Yeah, that's right. Golden, would you like to talk to Michael? Do you guys want to talk to each other?
Yeah.
Okay.
First and foremost, I would like to say that I really respect Michael tonight because he has been the only one willing to sit down and have an adult like conversation like this to really get to the bottom of it. And I like conversations like this where we can see things, sometimes looking at them through a different lens. And like you said, sometimes we see things from a different perspective or perception. And so a lot of the time, we have to be understanding of that when it comes to one another because we all don't see and interpret things the same a lot. And then once we get to a point where, there has been some type of discord or fallout, I think the best way to handle it is to have a conversation and, you know what I mean, talk it through. And so I just respect the fact that he was willing to meet here with us this evening and have this conversation. And I seen that, from him watching that video in its entire context, that now, he's able to see like, okay, well, wow, I didn't see all of that before. Now that gives me a different perspective. And I really respect that because that's what it's about. And I also think that his perspective is important too. So at the time when he might have seen how I responded and how he felt about that, I would, be willing to hear that out too, like where his feelings was at that time, with him thinking, maybe I was overreacting or reacting towards something that wasn't that serious. You know what I mean? So I just think, yeah, it's a great conversation to have. I think we all are kind of, seeing things now a little bit differently after all of this stuff is transpired all over.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
And thank you, Nick, for hosting, this conversation with us both.
Very welcome. Yeah, very welcome. And this is why I put it off for a week. I wanted to have a think about it and see the best way to go about it so that, we get everyone's perspective properly.
I didn't have any idea we were going to do this.
Oh,
other than just coming to an apology, and I knew that wasn't going to be enough. So I'm glad you worked it out, Nick.
Yeah. So, Michael, you've mentioned a few times that you were after an apology from Golden. Does that question still stand?
There could be a mutual apology. So it's kind of like pretty much said it by like how she said she respected me, and I know she's respected me because when I went into her chat, she gave me the decency and honesty to let me there instead of just kicking me straight off, which is totally in her prerogative to do such a thing. So I will say this right now. I'm going to apologise officially to Golden for ever making you afraid, ever coming towards you in a manner, especially with that axe. If I frightened you or anything like that, that wasn't my intention. Okay, so I apologise.
Thank you very much.
Upset in any fashion, and well, I'm glad that we can actually sit here and talk about things. I mean, all this aside, I actually like what you put on your channel, especially like you talk about CERN React. Got nothing to do with what we're talking about here. It's actually good, educational things that are worth bloody listening about and trying to find out about. It's not just like everyone's in the banter. I think we need to stop that. Leave that one alone, I think, unless we have to. Might be better for everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I actually, I like your work that you do on your channel as well with the production and the graphics with the Spartas. I know you're telling stories, through art, but you seem to be really good at what you do. I wouldn't be able to create any of those things. So, and I said that before, I really mean that. So you're very talented.
Thank you. Yeah, one day I hope to make it go bigger than what it is. So I actually wanted to make that into a video game, that girl, but that's another story.
Well, Michael, as soon as you get as soon as you get yourself a laptop, the sky's the limit. I can't wait to see your creative stuff. I really like what you do too.
I agree. Yeah. Keep that goal, you can do it, and it may take time, but just keep working towards it. If that's something you really want to do, I think you'll be excellent at that. I'd love to see it.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm terrible at spelling. I've never been good at that, but I'm excellent at story structure and how to put a story together. Basically, I can put a story together where I can make a dog turd look like it's a porcelain Ming vase. and sell it off as a diamond wedding ring.
Hey,
But I don't know how
Michael.
to thank God for spell check.
Yeah, hey mate, but when spell check tells you the way to spell a word, believe it, trust it, go with it.
I have to use spell check too. It's all right. We all got to use it sometime.
Of course we do. Yep.
Yeah, that's good, man. Yeah. No, it's good. It's good that we've had this conversation. It's good that we've sorted some things out. I mean, I know we're not going to totally agree on every single point. Everyone's got their own view. And
Yep.
I actually got this has gone a hell of a lot better. I thought I was going to be sitting here getting grilled. But, I was expecting that too, and I would have handled that, I guess. But forget that. So I'm glad that everyone's all civil and that, and thank you, Nick. That's the main thing. Thank you for providing a channel and a space where people feel safe to come and have this little conversation. Maybe that's going to be your niche. Maybe you're going to be the judgeable. Would be nice.
Yeah. Well, that would be nice. And Michael, us Aussies, we're a bit different to everyone else. We're a bit different to Americans. Yeah. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, that's it. No, I thought about that, and coming from like Mike's point of view. Well, Golden knows the American man's mind better than we do, and you know how blokes are over here, and we're a bit different in that. So maybe what she's seen was more probably what they're like, and she picked it right. I'm not sure. So there's a lot of things I had to think about. Maybe for a start, I shouldn't have come out carrying on with that axe. That was a big no.
But mate, that's why I made you that little news report. I don't know if you saw it.
I've seen it, all right. Well, coming from an Aussie man's point of view, Nick, it actually made me feel good. But anyway, I shouldn't be like that.
Yeah, I get it. But I thought I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you something that I didn't want to be real. I didn't like something like that can come real on the news, and that's why I did it for you.
That was the whole aspect of that. That was my whole bit of a drive. Not just being angry. My whole bit of a drive was trying to bring an aspect to it that sometimes when we say things to people, you might not know who you're dealing with, and they could come at you like that. And that's basically as a shock value thing. I know I shouldn't have done. I should have thought more about it, but maybe I was just jumping the gun. And I apologise completely for that. I apologise to you, Nick. I apologise to Golden and anyone else that I may have offended.
Yeah.
And there's something. There's something about Mary. I know she wanted to question me because she left a little message in one of the things. A bit curious about my my intentions and stuff. So I fully understand there. I fully understand that one. So like I said, I was expecting a whole bunch of grilling questions, and I was expecting you to give it to me. I deserve it for acting so stupidly. Really. You got to own that.
Well,
that's the thing. You got to own your mistakes. If you don't own your mistakes, how can you repent?
No, you weren't going to get any grilling questions, and that's why I didn't pre-send. I was going to pre-send you some questions, and I didn't do it because I just thought, you know what, I don't think it's necessary. I think we can handle it all like adults,
Yeah.
Just go with the flow.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Hey, Golden, there's a. Sorry. Go on, Michael. Golden, there's a question on the screen from Mary. Can you see?
I'm sorry. I'm going back and forth from the StreamYard view and the YouTube view. Okay, so I see it. So, or is it for me or for you? It says, Nick, are people still talking about Golden?
Yeah, it's for me, but I think
and how he talked to her.
I think it's better if you answer it because I haven't probably seen anything about it recently.
Yeah. I mean, it still gets joked about. It just seems like the running joke on the internet. It's just, well, not the internet, but like the YouTube streets, is that like I'm the girl who is crying all the time and wants to be the victim and upset because a man called her beautiful. That's what they keep joking about over and over again.
Well, I hope that they see this and see that it was more than just being said to you once. that was my purpose of today, as well as getting you guys to, have an open and frank conversation with each other.
Thank you, Nick.
That's okay. And like I said, this wasn't a dig at Mike, but I really hope that Mike watches it too, and he might be shocked because I don't know if he watched his own live, and even you, Michael. So I've been on a few panels. I've been on a couple of panels before, and it's always good to review how you come across to people. It's a good learning tool. So I don't know if you've watched any of your own lives back and how you think about them.
I do watch my own lives back. I do. That's the one thing I do.
What do you give them a score out of 10?
Some of them are all right. The first few are a bit rough, I guess.
Oh yeah, they're a bit wild. Hey mate, I reckon you missed your calling. As soon as you put that mask on, you sounded like Jack Thompson to me. The Aussie actor.
Voice.
Yeah, you sounded like Jack Thompson. And I liked it because we could all understand you. You were talking a bit. I don't know. Just a bit. You were talking a bit different.
I understand what you're saying, Nick. Yeah, because Michael, your accent, which I love accents, but it is a little heavy sometimes. So I have to listen like really slowly. And then before I used to put up like the captions as well. But then when you started doing, I guess, like the voice synthesizer, it's a little bit more clarity in the voice and like what you were saying. But yeah, is that what you were saying, Nick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first one. Yeah, just the way I had the speaker set up. Now, like I said, I use the microphone, so it comes straight through.
Yeah,
but yeah,
that's in.
Accent,
Yeah.
As you know, I've got an Aussie accent. I don't sound like a bit of a Dracula, so.
No, and your Aussie accent is more Aussie than my accent.
Oh yeah, I know.
I know you know. Yeah, you really lead into it.
Yeah.
Do you think it's probably stronger too when you're passionate or upset?
Probably, yeah.
Because like right now you're speaking calm, so it's like
definitely upset. That Aussiness comes right out of us. I can give you that tip.
Yeah, that's right.
Crazy.
And I love it because I'm learning so much about different cultures and meeting some great people from all over the globe. So that's my favorite part about it. And I think sometimes that's another thing we could take into consideration too, is that, we're all from different walks of life and different areas. And sometimes things that may, come out one way for maybe US or American people, maybe in different countries, it's not like that. So there's a difference in cultural things as well. But I think that's something for us all to learn, you know what I mean? And get to know one another better so we can figure that out. And so since I've had the chance to talk to Nick closely, she's helped me see a lot of things, differently that I may have misinterpreted because of, the cultural differences. So I think that's important too.
But that's like I said, when I sat back and I thought about it, you're going to know the American male mind better than I do. Like I said, we're a bit different. I mean, we're still men. We've got a lot of things the same, but we have that little bit different attitude. And the way he was basically flirting, which is what he was a bit too much, and I could see that. And maybe you can see it in them guys over there. It's a bit more than what I'm seeing, but you get that. I kind of reckon it was way too much now that I've seen that. And I actually feel pretty sorry for you.
Yeah.
Hey Michael, how would you feel if he was saying that about you?
Oh well, I'd have to say sorry, mate. I don't swing that way.
So, yeah. So, but you would still, it's a bit much.
I might be as angry as that if he kept down.
Well, I really do hope that Mike watches this, and I hope that he doesn't get inflamed. But that's his prerogative. That wasn't the intention.
Can I say one thing?
Yep.
It's not so much on his defence or behalf, and it's not an excuse for what he did. But over the last, basically, generation and a half, or last 40 years, we've had a really good go at the turnaround of equal opportunity. Right? It's not
Yep.
all the way there yet, and sometimes in some areas it's gone too far. We have to admit that. But bringing up those last 40 years to bring the girls into a position in society where you need to be, where you should be, where you got your equal right and opportunity, and somewhere along that whole line, we put a lot of money and a lot of time and a lot of effort. And like I said, it's not quite working as it should be, but we've dedicated the last 40 years on it a fair bit. But there's been not a cent, not a second, and not a single bit of time dedicated to educating the men how to deal with empowered women. Not one.
That's an excellent point. You know what? I think we should have another live about exactly what you're talking about.
In the schoolyard, and basically, well, not so much in the schools now. They have changed it. They are trying to educate it now. You've got to look at it as indoctrination. Like indoctrination of 100 years worth of education is going to take 100 years to get out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
We're putting no effort into teaching these men about how to deal with empowered women, but you also got to have it's a bit of a double thing, because the girls, you can be the boss, you can be that, but you've also got to tell the girls there's also got to be men bosses as well. There's a bit of tit for tat going on, but yeah, basically there's been no effort on the men's behalf to educate us to deal with that in the last 40 years, which is a good thing, good point. So maybe that's the reason why he so freely acts the way he does, because there's been no level of education to say, hey, that's not the right way we should be talking to each other anymore. People take offence to that sort of too much approach.
Well, yeah. Well, there's a bit of stuff happening at the moment with I don't want to say his name, so I'll mix up his name. We'll call him Quiet Gospel. With what's going on with him, and I'll be interested to see if Mike Cross actually does a review of him. But these are older men, and also Shannon Sharp, Shay, the trouble that he's gotten himself into with a younger woman. And I guess the point I'm trying to make is that Mike Cross has just turned 59. So he's up there. He may not feel old. He may not feel his age. But it's a factor, Golden's a young woman, and I don't know if you know this, but I'm older than you, Michael. Even though you even though you called me kiddo, I can call you kiddo. I'm 54.
It's better than calling you Sheila.
I couldn't care less if you called me Sheila. You can call me Chick, you can call me Sheila, whatever. But when people call me kiddo, I feel young, and I'm like, oh, okay. I'm just kidding.
Well, that's kind of why I do it, make you feel a bit young. I mean, we're all old. I feel bloody old sometimes, and it's good to have someone put you on that little bit of a kid, even though sometimes, hey, hang on a sec, I'm an adult, don't be putting me. Sometimes it's fun to feel like you're a bit young sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't really mean nothing by it, but I actually call all the girls kiddos. I don't know why. I've always looked at this as little sisters, whether you're older than me or not. I know how that is. I guess.
How are you going for time there, Michael?
Well, I'm at 1:56 at the moment, so we've got a few minutes to go.
Okay, no worries. Just didn't want you to, miss the pickup.
No, I'll leave home at 2:40 to go and get them. I'm just, making sure I've got that little bit of space and that.
Yep, no worries. Well, I'm really happy. It's this has been a really excellent live. It's been hopefully it looks all right on the other end. I've got no idea. Well, hopefully it all sounds all right.
I came in with the mind that I was going to lay my hands down anyway, because basically when I did look at that live, my own live, and then what you put up about me with that axe, I was a bit too rough, and I didn't feel very good about that at the end, and it made me look like a bit of a fool, even though the way you put it up, mate. Well, my nephew reckons, Mick, that made it look like a champion. I said, no, it didn't.
It depends who's watching it, eh?
It didn't make me look like anything but a fool.
Yeah, but it depends who's what. Depends who's watching it and how many beers you've had when you're watching it. You know.
But yeah, I'm actually glad that Golden came along and we've done this and it's done. I mean, well, that's it. It's sort of put to bed now. Now we can discuss things a bit more openly together as a bit more of a proper view on things instead of having all this argument and all this different views on things.
Yeah, well, you know, there's I wanted to present a different way, a new way. You know, where two of us are Aussies here in the room, one's American.
You've done it right, because I mean, if you did it the Maggie way, you'd have us arguing.
But this is we don't need that. That's YouTube. That's YouTube drama.
That's what I mean. That's what the thing and wrong inside her head. Why would she do that? Why would she bring everyone on the chat and just to make them argue for her own benefit? There's something wrong with her, you see. You know. No, but Maggie does things her way. That's all there is to that. I mean, she got her own reasons and that. I mean, well, we all got our own little perspective on the way he does things. Like I said, I see a bit of an issue there, but that's something she might have to deal with. I just hope that her good friend Steph stays around, because I haven't seen her much doing this here lately.
What was that?
I just hope her friend Steph stays around, because she's going to need her in the end. You watch, Maggie's going to burn herself. I think that girl's going to burn herself dry.
Yeah, well, possibly. And I honestly don't think there's anything anyone can do about that.
No, I mean, well, let her go. I don't really care, but I do care, you know what I mean? Because it is a fellow human. I did support her. I did put all that effort in. What's going on is going on. And the way she's carried on is like a fucking kid does very bitter for nothing. So, unfortunately, that's just the way that one goes. And as for my actions, well, maybe that a little bit rubbed off me. I could carry it on too much, and I realised, geez, I carried on way too much. You know?
Yeah.
But she's in there. I mean, every now and again, I'll pop through just to see what the mouth's flapping about. And she's always mentioning you. She's mentioning Golden. She's still mentioning me. Apparently, we're all fanatics. So I can say, okay, we're fanatical.
Well, I'm not a fanatic of anyone. I'm independent. You know, when all this started out, I was supporting everyone, and I'll keep saying that until the dogs come home or the cows come home, whoever comes home.
I was going to take Arnie Lee's point from that, because she's got a good point. Whether you actually believe in what that person's saying or not, if you're a moderator, you're supposed to just moderate that channel, and you know, it's not so much. You do have a view, but when you're a moderator, you sort of got to put that view in your pocket. And that's what I couldn't understand with Maggie. Even though she might have had to falling out with what she did, I would have still been a moderator and still done the right job. I just found that, you know, quite annoying that she did what she did. And then after all what happened and everything like that, but she's not to blame. I'm to blame for the one carrying on with the acts, and I apologise to Golden. I apologise to any ladies out there if I did upset you or frighten you. No, it wasn't my true intention. Maybe I was a little bit overboard. And, well, it's not going to happen again. I'll give you the tip.
No, I didn't think so.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to even take it down. I've got to leave it there now. I like to leave stuff like that for a reference. People say, take it down. I'm not like that. I'm not like these other ones. Not like this ATT titties and this Maggie and that like stabbing people in the back. I'm not like that. I don't like that shit. You know? And I don't like hiding stuff. You know, taking stuff down because I'm petty. A couple of people have, you know, we've caught some of your lives, and you know we're there. We might be quiet supporters, but you know we're having a look, and we've gotten to know you. You know, we've gotten to see you transform in your live streams.
you know, and that's what I think this is all about. If people can evolve into the best, you know, the best version of themselves, which is really what I think a lot of people want, whether they do it or not, I don't know, but
Right. Yeah.
you know, all you can do is try, and you know, the sensible people take on board advice, and they accept criticism, and they, you know, just, I think self-reflection is the best reflection ever.
That's it.
You know, when you can have a look at yourself and go, do I like what I'm projecting out there on YouTube? No one's perfect. No one's perfect.
No, no one is.
No.
Unfortunately,
Of
no
course.
one is. There's only one person that is, and that bloody well, he ain't round here. He's up there somewhere. But you know, but even then, yes, no one's perfect. No matter what they think they are. Some people do. Some people think that perfect as shit don't stink. But you get that.
Well, yeah. But yeah, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. So I want it to be a great time. You know.
Mhm.
I don't like that. I can't handle that saying. That one, I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
That's an old. This is showing you my age, mate.
Oh yeah, I know that. I mean, you've been here for a long time, girl.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. That I just don't like that. You know, just like because a lot of young people do themselves off before they even have that chance of getting old.
Yeah, no. I realise that, and that's a heavy topic.
Value life a little bit more than that one, I think. That's just me. I want to be here for a long time. You know, really. So I live every bit of life that I can. I mean, it's good to have a short time and be fun and all that. That'd be great, but you only have a short time, and you kind of only here once. You know, so
Well, that depends on what you believe in. But I used to do property maintenance in aged care, Michael, and I met a woman who turned 103, and I was there at her birthday. And when everyone left and she was sitting on her bed and looking sad, I walked past the room and I popped in and I said, "Are you all right, love?" And she said, "Yeah, I'm okay." And I said, "How does it feel? How does it feel? You just turned 103. She said, "Terrible. Nobody should live this long." You know, so that's where I'm coming from, mate. That's where I'm coming from. That's a long time. That's what I mean. That's all I was saying. That's all I was saying.
I want to live forever. And I say, okay, did you put all the demographics in that living forever? Are you going to live in that old man's body and get around like a crippled forever? There's a few things you got to put in aspects in that. But yeah, that, you know, we got a maximum capacity, they reckon humans 120 years. Well, I don't know I want to live that long, but I at least want to make it to 100. I don't know why. That's the century, you know. You've got to make it to that century at least, I think. But then again, 80 years is a bloody good innings too.
Well, yeah, it's about average. And I'm a genealogist, and you know, when I look backwards on my ancestors, you know, the average lifespan used to be very young because they just, the quality of their life was not good. They couldn't get medical help when they needed it, or you know, the nearest town or the doctor was like 3-hour horse ride away, galloping. You know, all that sort of stuff. So we live a lot longer now, and yeah, these are. Yeah, I was just going to say you're hang on, you're opening up all of these discussions that are really good discussions that we can have, like, in another life.
Yeah. Really good topic for sure.
So, and sorry, Golden.
I want Golden to go back on that CERN reactor. I'm interested in that because I reckon they're playing around that there doing things they shouldn't quite be doing. But anyway, that's my opinion on that.
With her channel.
Yeah, about the CERN reactor, because I mean we've put a lot of money into that thing. Humanity's got fuck all from it yet. What are we trying to find out?
I don't know what you're talking about, Michael. I don't know why I don't know what you're talking about.
That's the one where they shoot a bit of one particle with another particle and smash them together and try and create something.
Mm-hmm.
Golden knows what I'm talking about. She had it on. Maybe it's not your fault.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When she had that on, it's like, whoa, okay. Yeah, that made me think of her in a whole different light. That's education. I like that sort of stuff. I can get away from all this bullying and carrying on with each other YouTube. I actually want entertainment, you know, and that was entertaining. That entertained the shit out of me.
Yep.
You know,
Thank you.
I like that stuff.
Well, you know, I think this is awesome that you guys have. I think this is put to bed. Yeah, is everyone's happy?
Well, as long as Golden and yourself are happy, then I'll be happy. And if you're not, well, we'll just have to have another live, and we'll have to try and get you to a happy mode. As simple as that. I mean, we're still not going to all fully agree. That's a given. Everyone's going to be like that. We're all like that. Unless we come across a common thing, we'll see the sense in it. Right? And I think we have a little bit. We come to a the full video. I kind of like want to retract all the shit that I've done, but that's too late to do that now. All we can do is apologise.
Right, same for me.
That's what your next live. That you can do that with follow-up lives. You don't take down your lives. I mean, they're a record of you know, your existence and what's going on. It's historical.
That's it. That's like when I was told about like some of the ones where I promote Maggie in my shorts. People were saying, "Oh, you got that one up." Well, there's a bit of history, you know. It's recorded. I have taken a couple down. So I'll give it that much. I have taken a couple out, but I haven't taken all. It's got to be that little bit of a history. So you've got that little receipt back myself. And then I always can go back in and look at my 600 videos and say, "Oh shit, look at this I was doing here this time of the year."
That's right.
Because I got subliminal messages right for everything that I do. I can read the code that I've got in it. And
we know. Don't you worry. We know. They're very interesting.
I'm sure I put it out there clear enough. Yeah. And if people are smart enough, they can read it and they find out all those receipts if they really want to. But,
yep. Oh, don't worry. We enjoy. They're very theatrical. They're very thought out. I really like them. Your shorts. I really like them.
I need to get a better AI generated program. I need to get that laptop. That's one thing. Or the bloody, even the tablet to get a bit more bloody computing power. But
yeah, you do.
At the moment, I'm only using the YouTube AI app. That's what I use.
Yep.
YouTube's got an AI app that you can make that stuff, and that's what I do. And I just, you got 900 words to put in it to describe what you want, and it's a way of describing it how you want it to bring it out, to bring it to a picture what you want. Sometimes it could take bloody 60 hours to make one of those 1 minute shorts.
Wow.
Yeah,
it's great. I like the production.
Bringing that, so yeah, sometimes I can rip them out in about half an hour flat. Depends how quick it works. But sometimes it takes a little bit of thought and that to put on it. And I've actually done a lot that YouTube will not let me put up, either because it's way too controversial, or and that's for the music and that sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely need to. I want to get into it. I do. I want to start making movies. I want to start making series. I want to go to that Netflix stuff. I want all that. I want that. I want to own YouTube. I've got ambition. But it's about getting there first. And at the moment, the first ambition I could do is look after these 2 kids first before I think about any of that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And look, sorry, Golden. Golden and I are aware of where you're sitting in life with what's happened in the last 2 years. So we're very mindful of that. I don't know if you're aware that we're mindful of that.
No, I know you let them know, Nick. I remember seeing that.
So that's why we wanted to have
got to be the mum and the dad at the same time.
Yep, and that's a lot. Yep,
definitely.
That's a lot, and
can't get on. No, that's another thing we could talk about. Cancer and that's another subject, but that's a bit touchy. That subject, but we get very fucking. We can actually talk about how these ones that lie on that bloody GoFundMe And one's like Kelly that we tried, and GoFundMe turned around and said, "Oh no, you don't have the cancer." And we had, so yeah. Because we tried that, and they said nah, because other people in the eastern states, that one that was buddy said that she had cancer and she never had cancer at all, got all that money.
Yep.
Lies.
That's a good topic. That's a good topic. It's happening way too much. In both directions.
She got given the 3 years, but because she had that stage 4 metastatic triple negative breast cancer, it's pretty much a death sentence. And they gave her 3 years. She died in 2. That's how aggressive it was. And I pretty much spent nearly $300,000 just on my own money. Went totally broke, and all that there to try and keep her alive, and that to no avail. Going into all these bloody, ones where they got trial studies and that.
Yep.
For that. One we paid $50,000 for, and that's never done bloody nothing. And we don't know whether they actually given her the treatment or she was part of the placebo mob. That's another thing.
That's the problem with blind studies. Yep. You don't know.
Sorry.
That one she had, that's like I said, that's the it's pretty aggressive. It gets in anyone really, but mainly as girls. If we get that breast cancer one gets in there, triple negative, stage 4. It's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they're getting better though. They're getting better with the cancers. But yeah, that was a big shock. Going through that was terrible. But the worst thing was telling those kids that their mum passed away.
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
It's not so much a matter of how I feel. It's a matter of how they feel. That's why I keep around, try to keep it together for them, because of how my kids feel with my mother.
Yeah.
I mean, my mum and dad. Well, mum and dad's passed away. He was an old man when he passed away. My mum's still kicking around, and they haven't got that no more. And they're only like 12 and 14, or 13 and 14. So yes.
I'm very sorry, Michael. I know that's not easy.
Yeah, it's not good. I mean, you're a single parent yourself, Golden, so it's not easy being a single parent, regardless of what situation we're in.
Right.
Not easy at all.
Right.
And as them kids get older, they're going to go through the same shit we used to get up to as kids, and get as adults and young adults. And my daughter's going to put me through hell.
Yep. You know it.
Oh yes, and as far as Michael's apology, yes, I accept your apology, and I appreciate it. And as far as I'm concerned, we're fine. It wasn't even really that serious. It just was a little off-putting and scary, the video that you made, but it's okay. Like, we've already talked about it now. We're past that. So that's what I'm about. I like to just move forward. So yeah, I don't have any issues with you. And I think you do really great work on YouTube and stuff. I like to connect with people, and then we can have conversations and stuff like this, like things that's really important in life, and talk about the things that we're going through. We all maybe can use a ear or a shoulder every now and then. So I just hope we can be that for everybody, for each other.
I think, we could all use some understanding.
Well, that's it. A little bit of insight from everyone. I mean, like you said, we're all from different parts of the world. Everyone's got a slightly bit of insight, and sometimes it might be better, for someone to use that, and sometimes, like you said, it's just good to have someone to talk to sometimes.
And
absolutely,
we're all from different parts of the world. But you're a man, Michael. I'm a gay woman. Golden's in America. She's a woman. She's a single mother. She's younger than us. Everyone's got, and life is changing. Like, everything changes. Every decade, new things happen. People's perspectives change. The laws change. Everything changes. So, you have to understand it. You have to embrace it. You can hate it if you like, but it's all worthy of a good discussion.
Politics, everyone, no one's going to agree on everything. That's as simple as that. Otherwise, we've got two parties. Well, I've got all these parties over here, crazy. We've got our election coming up soon, so I don't even want to ask you either.
No, we're not going to talk Australian politics. We're not talking Australian politics, but thank you for reminding me. I was going to.
They're all the same. I don't trust
Yeah,
none of them,
well,
sorry.
of course they have. No, but thank you. I was going to make an announcement for all the Aussies that are watching this. Yeah, because we have to, it's compulsory for us to vote over here. You get a fine if you don't. So yeah, we all have to go and vote this Saturday in a federal. Is it federal election? Yeah.
That's the federal one. I mean, they've already got the booth down the road open, and of course, so you can go and vote early. I don't know whether they got that over in your state, but they got it over here. They open it up early, so you can go to early votes.
Yep,
So,
yep.
I might get into that now, then it's done. Don't have to worry about bloody piling up on the day, bloody 25 foot deep.
25
Wow,
foot.
okay.
How many
Yeah,
people?
people?
How many people live in your town?
Well,
Michael?
Armidale, well, I don't know. You've got heaps living there. It
What,
gets
at
pretty
10,000, 20, 30?
Oh no, we got over 50,000 as a city.
Whoa!
You've got to have over 50,000 when you got a cities. It's one of the biggest growing areas in the metro area at the moment. With all these housing projects, you've probably got well over 130,000 or 200,000.
Oh, what? Holy shit! So I'm one of about less than 1,000 people here in my town.
Yeah.
There's no traffic lights here.
We've got about 2.5 million in the whole state, which is nothing really.
Yep.
I mean, you got cities in America who've got that in one block.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
But the majority of them, there's like the 2 million of us in that metro area, and that's from all the way from Joondalup up to Mandurah. It's a bit further now to keep stretching it. That's a 200. That's 170k, 200 kilometre stretch there.
Yep.
People don't realise the metro is 200 kilometres long.
I've sent this to Golden before, and I'll try and find it. But Australia, left to right, is about the same size as America, North America. Sorry,
Correct.
just America. Yep.
Yeah. We are.
Yeah, you
We
sent
actually
that
are.
to me. That was cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll try and find it.
I think we actually got a little bit more land mass actually. I'm pretty
Do we?
sure.
Yeah,
I'm
but-
sure we do.
The problem with Australia is that it's not all habitable. The middle of it is all it's all sandy desert,
Well, it depends. You can live there, but it's pretty harsh.
Yeah, very harsh.
It is. It's just basically desert. I mean, yeah, it's very desolate out there. There's a lot of land.
Yep.
Like I said, we're mostly coastal regions. You do have country towns and that, but as you go further in, it gets very desolate.
Yeah,
Very
everything's on the coast, really. Yeah. Right. What else have I got here that I was going to show? Oh, yeah. I've got a little bit of something that I'm going to chuck up. Little something that I made just as a little break. And how much longer have we got with you, Michael?
I've got 20 minutes to go. Well, basically 15 minutes to go, so it gives me 5 minutes to get ready to go.
Rightio.
But yeah,
Yep.
it's 20 past 2 now, so yeah.
Yep.
We got time. We got time.
Rightio. Let me see here. Oh, I thought I put a song up here. I don't know what happened to it. All right. I'm just going to put this little thing up that I made. It's a little short.
Is manipula-dipped. Yes, you heard that right. Manipula-dipped. The word is the accidental mispronunciation of the word manipulated. Manipula-dipped rolls off the tongue. Now don't you go and get manipula-dipped today.
Just pay attention, it's free, or you will get manipula-dipped, manipula-dipped. Don't get dipped in the manipula.
The word of the day is manipula-dipped.
Remove. I'm just having to play.
I've seen that one before, Nick. I was actually going to try and copy it and put it on my channel as well. I like that one.
Yeah,
what
but,
happens. I ended up getting dipped, didn't I?
So yeah. Well, we all have to be careful on YouTube. Lots of lurking dangers out there. But You can remix any of my stuff. That's you can remix it from the short. I've got something else. Let's see if I can get this one up. And then we might wrap it up soon. What do you reckon? Golden's probably very tired.
Yeah, she's probably buggered. Really, we were keeping her awake.
Oh, I'm a night owl, so y'all be surprised. I'm gonna turn on Beyond Belief after we're done, and I'll watch that for a little bit.
Don't worry, I've seen you going late there, buddy. That 9 hours one you did, then you had that break, or whether YouTube kept you off or not. You just said you was in YouTube jail. What did they do there? They sanctioned you or something?
I'm always kicked off. I'm kicked off right now.
Are you really?
Yeah, for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I got a backup channel now, so that's what you have to do. You have to have a backup
I dropped
channel.
I dropped your channel in the chat there, so I dropped your link in there too, Michael.
Thank you. Thanks.
So yeah, if whoever's watching, please go and subscribe to Archangel Michael's channel and Golden's channel. And I'm going to play a song now, one of my songs. Let's see if I can make this happen. Yeah, I'm going to share screen. I'm just talking my way through. Where is it? Yeah, I want that. Share. All right. Can you all see that? Is it sharing? I don't know.
No, I just see the just us up there.
Yeah, just us up
so
there
far.
at the moment, so.
Going on? Nothing. Not sharing. Interesting. Like I said, I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
I had to learn it too.
No.
Are you're trying to share your screen, or do you?
Yeah.
Free up?
Yeah, I was just trying.
Now, okay.
Yeah, I was just trying to share screen.
Now. There it goes. I don't see anything, but I think you're getting close.
Entire screen. No, I don't want the entire screen. I want that tab. Yeah. Yes, share the audio. Right. View tab. Yeah. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing.
Sometimes it's StreamYard too. Sometimes
Oh, here we
StreamYard.
go. Here we go.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah,
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
No one got time for a drama llama. Oh yeah. How can I miss you if you won't go away? Yeah, you drama llama. You gotta cut it out, don't be such a drama llama. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Drama llama. Drama llama. You gotta cut it out, don't be such a drama llama. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Drama llama, drama llama, drama llama, drama llama, mama. Said, shut your mouth, llama. Yeah. Drama llama. One at a time. Oh yeah. How can I miss you if you won't go away? llama. You drama llama. You drama llama. Ha ha. Ha.
Everyone's still here. So that was a bit delayed. Was it Golden?
Just a tad, but it's StreamYard does that all the time. I find like if I have a lot of tabs open, it'll slow it down because I'm hardwired, so I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's probably not the internet, but it's StreamYard is buggy like that. So
yeah. So most of the things that I put on screen, I was sharing a video, and that was the only one where I was sharing the screen with YouTube.
Gotcha. Yeah. I think that's typically what it is too.
Oh yeah. Well, thank you all for coming. I really appreciate that you agreed to come along, and I'm very happy with the outcome. That it's all sorted out, and no bloodshed anywhere.
No.
Nah, we put the axe away. Now he's gone away. He's at the back now.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you for having me, Nick. And it's good talking with you, Michael, so we could talk it through. You know, just wash it and move on. That's it. You know, life's too short. It can be. You know, so yeah.
Thank you very much for giving me the time and opportunity to actually come up and talk to you about, you know, and have my say. The way some of these people do it on YouTube, they don't even do that. So we've done something different. We're actually setting a bit of a good example, really.
I agree.
I hope so.
The platform to get everyone, buddy, come and set this good example, Nick. That might be something that's going to work for you. Maybe we'll see how we go.
Yeah, I'm.
You want to be judging everyone or not?
Well,
it's the referee actually.
The issue was not between you and me or me and Golden. It was between you two. So I wanted to, you know, just have a bit of show and tell so that, you know, you could get a better perspective on it all and a deeper understanding and thank you for all being polite and respectful. That's nice.
That's the main thing. I mean, the whole reason why we come here is because we weren't being that to begin with. So it's about time we all grew up sort of deal. So here we are.
Yeah.
Right. Setting a good example. I love it.
Yeah, why not?
But sometimes we can act childish.
Yeah, we all make mistakes sometimes and get a little heated, you know. But we can wrap it back up.
But
now that I've seen that full thing, I've got a better understanding. I can actually understand why you come at it like that, Golden. I really can, because that was a little bit too much. That was a little bit too much.
Thank you. And I did attempt to apologize to him for my video. You know, that went a whole different way as well. But I guess we're past all of that now too. You know, but you had the respect enough to sit down and have a conversation about it, you know. And so I really, that's what we got to learn to do more of here on YouTube, so we all can get along.
That's right. And maybe it didn't go as well as you thought because I didn't host it, Golden. It might have gone differently.
I agree. Right? Yeah. Just like Michael was saying, you know, it depends. Like what energy is want to be held wherever it's at. Like if people are gonna promote, fighting and fussing and stuff like that, then you're not gonna be able to get anywhere. You have to set the tone, to have these mature respections. And so yeah, maybe I don't know. Like maybe Mike will want to sit and have a conversation like this on your platform here, same style, and we can talk
Mhm.
that out too. I'm not sure,
That's kind of what I reckon will be good. If you get that little bit of apology out of him, and you do a little bit of one to him, and then that's resolved, and no one else, whoever else carries on about them, that's just their stupid fault. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But whether that happens, or not, I don't know. That's another hurdle to jump, I guess.
Right.
Mhm. And I think the best lesson of the day is think before you leap into whatever reaction that you want to have is better to just go
That's
about
a
it the
good
right
lesson
way.
for me.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
depending on how you go about it, you might get a better outcome.
That's great.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know it. I don't know everything. These are my pearls of wisdom that I've got to offer.
I love it.
You've done better than what anyone else has done, Nick. So that's well, you brought us two together, and I was at a bit of a loggerheads how the hell we was going to do that. I didn't know whether I wanted to go on her live. I know Golden didn't want to come on my live. It's all about that bit of safety, and you provided this platform where we both can come onto, and it's safe. If someone's policing it, if everyone's going to be an arsehole, I'm sure you're going to kick them off. So that's
right.
a good aspect. That's a good
Yep.
aspect
Right.
about it.
Yep.
Yep. I mean,
That's
you're
right.
not going to be like that vulture and let us just go at each other for your own benefit. That's
Absolutely
one thing I
not.
like about it. Not like
but we've
that's ridiculous.
look, we've been going for an hour and a half, and it's all been good discussion. There's been other discussions other than the topic, and it's just a nice vibe in here. So I'm all about the good vibes.
That's it.
Why not?
Same. Yep.
Doesn't have to be stressful.
We're intelligent enough, we can work it out. And like I said, now having things made a little bit more clear, I can make that bit more better judgment than the judgment that I made before. So, it's like I'm judging now. I've got 5 minutes to get off my ass and go get these kids.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, we'll wrap it up. I really appreciate that you both came and spent time here today, and
Your channel should be supported a lot more, Nick, because you should be having a lot more people than what you've got. You're really good at what you work. You're bloody excellent at editing. I love that bloody interview guy. Obviously, he's an AI character. I love him. I like him.
You like what interview? Which interview?
I like how you use that guy, AI, that one that does all the talking for you.
Oh, yeah.
The news reporter, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a product of my imagination. He's completely AI, and I'm very good at
product of my imagination. That one.
Yeah. I just wanted just a friendly face to deliver whatever news. He's my news guy. He's also my DNA. Hey?
He's a marketable thing. He's something that you should actually really invest in, because he could teach kids in that one. I actually thought he was real for first off, and I realised no, hang on a sec, this is AI.
But he's a very good.
Yeah.
No, he's a very good AI, and look, I've been dabbling in AI, and I'm a real nerd. I love technology, and
I'd like to be. I'm used to the old shovel and digging like that there, so yeah, this is all sort of new to me. So I'll have to get into that.
Well, whatever you do and however you're doing it, it's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, both
Very
of
creative.
you guys, you do a really great job. I can't do any of those things. So y'all do a really great job with the production and the AI and the graphics. Yeah, you're really talented.
Thank you, Golden.
And you yourself with your content matter, the way that some of the things that you bring up, Golden. It's like I said, that's highly educational, and it's nothing like anyone else is talking about on YouTube. That's something you'll find on the Science Channel, some of that stuff. So it actually really surprised me a great deal. That's
Thank
really
you.
good
I
content.
appreciate that.
I like that intelligence.
Yeah,
I've
I'm
always
just
liked that.
learning as I go, things that I watch that help, teach me and educate me, and I can pass to my son. And then I figured I'd just share it on my YouTube page, because you never know what might help someone or what piece of information, they may be looking for. So
That's it. Well, ladies, I've got to go. So I'm going to go down now.
But I hope you have a good day.
Oh, I hope you have a good night. Everybody
Yeah.
keep me up like we have. Like I said, you're a night owl. And Nick's bloody well, she's getting about dinner time over there at the moment. So, yeah, that's another thing. Got to go home, cook dinner for these kids, and that's crazy.
Well,
It never
thank
ends. It
you.
never ends.
Thank you both very much. It's been a really good live.
Thank you, Nick. Thank you.
And thank you for being patient with me on my first live, because I don't really know what I'm doing.
You did great.
That's right. You did great. Yeah, you haven't done a lot better than some people. Everything's professional out all the ads and what. That's great. Yeah. I mean, it's just like you said, you just got to learn it. Once you learn it, you'll be just like natural.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, ladies, I'm going to have to go.
All right.
All right.
Right.
Bye, Michael.
Thanks
Thanks, mate.
and I appreciate both of you. Thanks a lot, guys.
Very
Ladies.
welcome. You can call us guys, whatever. All right, mate.
It's all right. Bye.
See you later. All right. Well,
That was awesome, Nick.
it was awesome. It was
It
awesome.
really sets the tone. I hope we can have more conversations like this.
Well, this is what I'm like. I mean, you've spoken to me before, so you know what
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like. I'm pretty chilled. I don't like to get too heated about anything, and I take things as seriously as they need to be taken. But but I like to talk. I like to talk calmly, or so I've been told about myself.
Yeah, you have a very soothing voice and demeanor. You calm people
thank
down.
you.
Like when you talk, it brings people down to, that level of calmness as well. So, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. Well, I'm very happy to provide the place for these type of things. Yeah, I'm very happy. I might go live more often. You never know.
You should. You did a great job.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Might even get on camera as well. Yeah, that was the other thing. That was the other thing I wanted to bring up about you. And since that day that all of this went down, I don't know if anyone else has noticed, but I noticed things, and I have to say it. I've got to say it out loud, but I don't know if anyone has noticed that you have calmed down 99% of the time since that day.
Yeah, I actually cammed up today, a little bit, because we were doing for the majority of the time, I haven't been getting back on the camera. Yeah.
Yep, and I think so. So you calmed down a hell of a lot more, and after my little newsreel about Michael, he could calm down, but he's put a mask on. So it's the same thing. It's a very similar effect between the two of you.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is very interesting. It's very interesting. It's all very interesting. If Mary's still here, she'll be like, "That's your favorite
I think
thing."
Mary says she had to go to bed, so he said good night to her. I don't know.
Yep.
She may still be listening and laying down, but she did say that good night.
Okay. Yeah. So and I've been trying to have a look. Hi Sam, how you going? Thank you. Thanks for coming, mate. Make sure you go and vote on Saturday. Yeah.
So that's
and I
cool.
haven't. What's cool?
Your election is on Saturday. I think for Canada, their election was on the 28th. Your federal election is on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm glad you think it's
well,
cool.
I mean, It's not always
pain in the
fun,
backside.
but oh, it's not fun, but it's like necessary. So
It's a
yeah,
pain in the
trust me, I
backside.
get it.
Yeah. Yep. Hey,
Yeah.
Tiffany. Thanks for coming as well. Sassy
Hey,
Chick.
Tiffany.
Thank you, everyone that came. I'm just having a quick look back through now that I'm not trying to present things on screen.
Sam and Sassy Chick, hello.
Yep. No, I'm very happy with how that went.
Mary, I think, went to
And you know, I guess because I like to do a lot of video editing, the way I present things takes a bit longer. So
You did
I guess I
great.
don't.
The timing was
think-
good. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I'll get it down pat and get things sorted out my end. And
Right. And the more you do it, it's gonna be like, you know what I mean? It'll get faster, it'll get smoother, all of the things.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is just the free version of StreamYard.
Yeah.
So you know, I'm all over my banners. Here you go. I even got a little banner saying, yeah, I'm using the free version of StreamYard. Big fat hairy deal. You know.
Oh, trust me, I'll be like, I don't care. I switch back and forth sometimes. If you see the StreamYard up there, I ain't got it. And then if you see it all edited, like, okay, I had a little piece to, slide off and put towards it. But yeah, it is what it is.
That's right.
It's not about all that.
It's not about all that, but I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so I guess
I
I get stressed
know.
out trying to
then
get it
you-
all right.
And then you're into, like production and editing and stuff. So yeah, it's cool when you have more features you can work with and play with. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And so all right. Well, you probably want to go to bed, I reckon.
Yeah, sure. I don't
Yeah,
watch
sure.
Beyond Belief until I fall asleep. That's typically what I do.
Yep. All right. Well,
But I really enjoyed this. This was excellent, Nick. Thank you so much.
thank you. And good guests made for a good show.
Well, thanks. And
That's right.
Michael was great as well. That's what it's about. We can have these type of conversations as adults and just, talk things through and get to the bottom of it and move on,
Yep.
That's what it's about.
That's right.
A lot of
That's
times
right.
it's misunderstanding or, different perception of things. It's usually something simple,
That's right. Yep.
Hmm.
Yep. But if you talk about it calmly and talk one at a time, then everyone gets heard, and there's less misunderstandings. Nobody got heated today.
And
I didn't
sometimes I
think
think it's good to let the emotions settle too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not going guns hot,
Yep. Guns are blazing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. For sure.
Guns hot. I think I heard that. What movie was that on? It was something with Ryan Reynolds, I think. Was it?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't
No.
know.
Was it Deadpool? I don't know. Something.
Oh God, I love Deadpool. Don't get me started on movies.
Yeah. We did movie trivia earlier. That was pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm gonna do some more stuff like that. Just fun stuff. So everybody can come and we can just geek it out. You know what I mean? Have some laughs. Yeah.
Yep.
Get away from all this fighting and stress.
Yeah, that's right. It's been a very interesting 6 months since I've been on here, so it's been a lot of high emotions and things like that happening. So nobody wants that. It's a shame. It's a shame that people get pushed so that their emotions are high as well. So I understand that. I get it all.
Yeah.
All right, love. I think we should wrap this up.
Okay. Sounds good.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
And you and Michael are both welcome back here anytime. All right.
Okay. Thanks. And
No
we'll be in contact.
Yeah.
On or
Of
off
course.
of here. We'll chit chat.
Yeah.
But
of
I'll
course,
go ahead
of
and
course.
say good night to everybody and good night to you. Or good morning, all right, for you
Mhm.
guys. And we'll talk
I
soon.
know. It's afternoon for us. Well, for me.
Oh, afternoon. Okay.
Mhm. Yep.
Well, I hope y'all have a great rest of the day there. And
Thank
I'll
you.
get mine started at some point.
Yeah.
If I ever
No
go to
worries.
sleep.
Thank
All
you
right,
so
y'all.
much.
I'll
Thanks
talk
for
to you
coming.
soon.
All right. See you, Golden.
Thanks, Nick.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Please like, share, and subscribe to Mountain Goat Productions.